Hello everyone, my name's Iamauser and welcome back to another video. As always, remember to like and subscribe if you like the content, and head on over to FM-Base for more Football Manager related content. And speaking of FM-Base, this is the first episode in my FM-Base Be a Player challenge, which I have decided to do. Those of you who are already on the forum will know that I set up a thread for you guys to post and get involved in the game, picking your best and worst stats. The rest are all randomised, so yeah, it's going to be different every time. I'll also put a link to the download if you guys want to get involved as well, play along, and yeah, let me know how you do on the thread. So let's take a look at our squad. Again, apologies in advance if I butcher any of these names, which I will probably do several times, no doubt. First off, we have our Japanese goalkeeper, Narisu Orindu, who is 6'6", and yeah, pretty good looking goalkeeper. Always something I struggle with when I play in the lower league is finding a good goalkeeper. So it's nice to actually have a good goalkeeper for once. And our other goalkeeper is Steve Hollifield. Again, he probably looks actually a slightly better goalkeeper, although the one thing that's slightly worrying is high eccentricity. Sometimes this can be a good thing, but not always. Also, he is only 5'11", so the randomizer has not been too kind to him as a goalkeeper. Hopefully he'll grow a little bit though, and yeah, turn out to be a good goalkeeper as well. Next up is Italian right back Hulk Hogan, who is 6'3". He has very good tackling, very good acceleration as well, very fast. Needs to work on his teamwork and his positioning a little bit, and his marking as well. Again, stamina as well probably needs a bit of improvements than strength does as well. But he's pretty good attacking. Got good crossing. Probably needs to work on his dribbling as well if he's going to be a more attacking fullback. But yeah, not a bad looking player. Next up is are these filtered by position? Yeah, they are. Next up is our Danish centre-back Slabhead, who has a fantastic name. Very good-looking stats for a centre-back. Fantastic tackling, good marking and heading, excellent determination, 19, and he is very strong. Has excellent jumping reach as well. At 6'6", he is hopefully going to be a very towering defender, dominating at the back. Next up, we have Wazim Kazi from Tanzania. He again is a very strong centre back. Pretty quick as well. 13 pace and acceleration for a centre back. Again, he's on the slightly smaller side, so hopefully he will grow a little bit as well. Again, very determined. So some good determined centre backs we have on our hands here. Next up is French centre-back Damo Hudson, who, just going exactly against what I said, only has 2 determination, this guy, unfortunately. Lacking in strength as well, only 8 strength and 9 jumping reach. He does, however, have very good heading, very good marking and very good tackling as well. His mentors a bit all over the place, has very solid or kind of very bad. Again, something to probably work on in training with him. Next up we have English left back Sean Taylor, who is going to be the club captain with 20 leadership, fantastically fast, 16 pace and acceleration, fantastic crossing as well, very good marking and tackling, so he's going to make an excellent attacking fullback. Next up we have right back Daniel Simpson. Again, very quick, 18 pace, 16 acceleration, good crossing once again. Perhaps again need to work on his dribbling a little bit and his marking to make him a bit more defensively solid. But yeah, very good looking stats on Daniel Simpson as well. Next up we have Turkish wingback, defensive midfielder and central midfielder Alperen Erol. So he's got very good long shots. Hopefully gets some few Steven Gerrard-esque goals out of him. Good passing and good technique, and very good vision as well. So likely playing him as probably a deep lying playmaker in defensive midfield. He's also got some pretty good tackling. Determination, not too bad, perhaps something we can work on, and yeah, his off the ball and teamwork and work rate as well needs a little bit of improvement, I think. Next up is probably one of the greatest players we'll ever see out of Pakistan, Sani Yarema. He is again a defensive midfielder, central midfielder, and attacking midfielder central. Fantastic passing and technique, very good vision as well. Pretty good first touch. Balance perhaps needs to be improved depending on sort of how we're playing him. His stamina as well, only 4, which is something that we need to look at improving. Determination as well is only 1, so hopefully that's something we'll be able to improve. But yeah, again, pretty good looking player. Next up we have James Glukian maybe, a Scottish right winger, very pacey, 18 acceleration, 13 pace, good crossing, good dribbling as well, fantastic passing as well, good work rate as well, some good vision, also very determined, so hopefully he'll make a fantastic player on the wing. Another Scottish right midfielder, Liam Patterson. Again, he is pretty quick, 15 acceleration and 15 pace. 20 composure. She's a very composed player for such a young age. Fantastic crossing and dribbling as well, and good technique and passing. Again, some of his mental stats we will probably need to look at improving, but as with all these players, they're pretty young, so they will definitely improve over time. Next up, we have Latvian central midfielder and left midfielder Hugh Willie. I'm sure you guys will let me find it, like his full name up here, which yeah, I'm sure you guys will get a laugh out of. He's very quick, 17 stamina, 15 pace, 18 acceleration. I'm not too sure where to play this guy actually, because he doesn't have any outstanding sort of stats for either a midfielder or a winger really. I guess I'll see how the squad progresses as to how we'll train him. He's got 14 passing, so he'll be quite a good sort of playmaker style player. Yeah, again, 11 dribbling, 11 crossing, so have to see where the squad's lacking and decide where to actually play him. Next up, we have from the Czech Republic, we have Tomáš Šalopeký, I think that's pronounced, maybe. Left midfielder, also can sort of play on the left wing competently. Very good stamina, which is something that I am very pleased about. Also has 15 pace and acceleration, which is good. Fantastic teamwork and very hard working as well, with some fantastic positioning. Pretty good crossing, 15, dribbling 12, which is also pretty good. Passing of 12 as well, and some good technique with 14. He's only 5'5", this guy, so he's pretty short. Hopefully he will grow a little bit throughout the years. Next up, we have from Ireland, Patio Furniture, who, yeah, right winger. His stats remind me actually a little bit of Ricardo Quaresma. 19 crossing, 17 dribbling, 14 first touch. Passing, perhaps something could be improved, only 7, but does have some pretty good technique as well. There's pace as well, 14, along with acceleration. Again, 5'5", so it's kind of given us some very short wingers, this randomizer. Hopefully that won't be something that comes back to haunt us. Next up, we have Iamauser, which is my character. He has 14 passing, 17 technique, some good dribbling as well. 15 vision, which is fantastic, some good flair. Determination perhaps a little bit lacking, only 15. And yeah, his physical as well, not too shabby, 14 pace and acceleration. So yeah, hopefully looking at getting some good playmaking out of myself. Also, funnily, the randomizer has actually made me my exact height, so that's kind of a bit spooky. Next up, we have a Portuguese winger, Sirigu Ilescu. I think he's meant to be Portuguese. No, he's actually meant to be Moldovan. I don't know why it's decided that he is Portuguese, but he may change his mind in the future. But anyway, he is a winger. He's a little bit slow for my liking for a winger. Only 12 acceleration and 9 pace. Something that I will look at improving. Although he does actually play as a striker as well. So with his 15 finishing, 16 first touch as well, 15 passing, I'll probably look to play him up top actually. Although again, do need to improve it. But yeah, we will hopefully turn him into a good player. Next up, we have Isteo from Northern Ireland. He can play anywhere across the midfield, although he's most competent on the left-hand side. Again, he is a fantastic looking player. Fantastic crossing in 19, dribbling is 16, fantastic first touch. Passing and technique is also very, very good. Has great vision as well. Again, his pace is lacking a little bit, so something that I'll probably get him training straight away is on his speed. He's also very, very strong for a left midfielder as well, which is fantastic. And also, he is not absolutely tiny, so he'll probably be the first choice left midfielder. Next up from Argentina is Fed Pramal, I think, who again plays on the left wing but can also play up front. A fantastic finishing, a good first touch, a great free kick taking as well. So he's probably going to be, or he will be, our free kick taker, because I don't think anyone else has free kick taking that good. Again, determination is a little bit lacking, only 2, something we definitely need to look at improving. Also, only 3 strength and 5'4", so I think one of the shortest players that we have so far. Hopefully he'll grow, like I say, and yeah, hopefully his determination won't hold him back too much. Next up, we have Rui Traves, who again is left winger. Again, pretty short, only 5'5". Got good acceleration and good pace, good dribbling and crossing as well. Yeah, good looking player. Next up, we have from Bosnia, we have Jack Sparrow, who is a striker, very, very quick, good dribbling, not too bad finishing, probably something we'll look at improving, and good composure, yeah, good looking player. Again, next up, we have Josh Wilson, 15 pace, 18 acceleration, good finishing and composure. Reminds me a little bit of James Wilson, actually, from a couple of games ago when he turned out to be a pretty good poacher style player. So yeah, hopefully he'll be banging in some goals with some good finishing. And finally, we have Australian striker Jedi Knight. Again, he is pretty rapid, not quite as fast as the other 2 strikers, but with 14 pace and acceleration. Pretty solid physical stats, actually. Very, very good finishing again, 17, good first touch, some very good composure as well. So again, hopefully he'll be getting some good goals up top, and he is also 5'10". So that is our 25 players. Which player do you think looks like the best currently? Let me know down in the comments. And who do you think will end up being the best player out of all of them? They all have -10 ability, so it will be random every save. But who do you think will turn out to be the best out of all these players here? Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and see you next time when we look at the preseason and the tactics we are going to be using. See you next time.